Today I'll be telling whether Cyrene or the reruns are worth pulling for or not. It seems that after the beta has ended, the Doom posters has multiplied a billionfold, which is really annoying, but alas, all I can do is continue supporting the truth without being swayed by falsehood. But before that, let me introduce you to the best platform for recharging Stellar Jades, LD Shop. On LD Shop, you can purchase Stellar Jades at an extremely cheap rate compared to in-game. Using LD Shop, you can save up to 33% or even more when recharging your Honkai Star Rail accounts. Today I'll be buying this Jade pack that only costs $39.35 compared to the in-game price of $50. All you need to do is give LD Shop your account UID and region, send your payment, and the Stellar Jades will be sent straight to your account in less than a minute. On top of that, if you recharge up to $80 in a month, you can get a supply pass for free straight from the website, which can be treated as another $5 discount on any purchase. Even if you use VPN method, you can never get a cheaper price than LD Shop with the free supply pass. There's no reason to not use this website. People who say there are risks to doing this are complete idiots that don't know how it works. I swear on my channel's integrity that you will not be banned or scammed. Don't forget to register using my link in the description for an extra 15% off coupon. I hope you would recharge on this website after registering using my link because that's the best way to support my channel as YouTube's ad revenue is genuinely horrendous. Anyways, I've talked about this topic a dozen times now in the beta, so this will probably not be that long. If you have Aglia, Hysolence, Anaxa, Maide, or the Remembrance team like Evernights and Casters, Cyrene is an upgrade for you. The only exception, as you've known by now, is Finan. Not even because of ramp up, but because of sustained issues. Can't even spam counter too much or you'll die. Enemy sneeze at him too hard? Dead. With how power creep is going, enemy damage doubles every other patch. He'll be soft-locked into using Permanent Array, which removes his only advantage over other DPSs, which is running Sustainless, especially in Anomaly where everyone else is forced to sustain. That's why there's an illusion of him being good in AA, when it's just the equivalent of using steroids. Comparing Sustainless to Sustained Team. In a sustained team, he's pretty shit, so yeah, there's really no point. For Aglia, she's basically a better version of Sunday in terms of buffs and even ult uptime. Sunday's flaw is that his advance forward can't be maximized with a DPS as fast as Aglia, and if you make Aglia too fast to move 2 times before Sunday, you lose out on her base damage too. Cyrene is just an upgrade for her if you have RMC on the team. For Hysolence, because she can still detonate DLT even in the creator server, the chance of it being removed when it hits live is pretty low, meaning she's the best option there too. The only worry was that this interaction will be removed, but I doubt it at this point. For Anaxa, her interaction got buffed a bit in the hotfix, so now he can once again reach new heights by 3-cost recycling Iker and Sam, clowning on Finan, who is only carried by Shill and nothing more. He most likely had the second highest ceiling in the game while being the best at low-costing stuff. A pretty well-rounded unit to invest in. The fabled Anaxa vertical is Cyrene in the end. People have been complaining about the lack of supports for Maide, but Cyrene also fixes that. Strongest option by far now, or more like the only option. It might have some meme wording, but don't let that fool you into thinking it's bad. I'm not even gonna touch on the Remembrance team much, whether it's Caster's main DPS or Evernight's main DPS, or even Hyacinth. Cyrene is made for this team, so their synergy is flawless. In single target scenarios, which is the weakest for this team, one can say E0 Cyrene is equal to E6 Tribi. This team also has the highest ceiling right now, being able to 0 AV everything, even Anomaly. Every member of that team, even Cyrene herself, can be a good DPS. Vertigo into Cyrene and you'll see her blowing up Plate Anomaly at a lower cost than a garbage like Vinen. I've been just glazing Cyrene, so what's the caveat? What's the flaw? Is it her ult uptime? Is it her longevity? Absolutely not. There's no flawless character in the game, obviously, but these are not her flaws. Her ult's uptime is circumvented by running RMC and actually mapping out a rotation, unlike Finan who stays slow after ults. When Cyrene gets her ults, it's basically issue solved for the rest of the battle. You do not need her E2 for this. In terms of longevity, no old supports will be best in slot for new teams. Robin was broken in 2.x, but she isn't best in slot for 3.x characters, for example. People seem to only have this double standard for Cyrene. And I'm not shitting on Robin either. Quite the contrary. If you Vertigo invested into Facial, she's still low-costing endgame and competing with 3.x characters. That's the point of older supports, which is continuing to support your old Vertigo invested team. The trend is one Vertigo team from previous version and one shield team of the current patch. People seem to think the moment we reach 4.x, older characters will be useless, which is just bullshit. Like, screw off with the double standard. Why Cyrene and not any other support? People might even argue older supports can come back but Cyrene can't. But I'll bet on Cyrene teams getting a Nova Flare instead of Rame coming back as best in slot port. Like, even if Break was to be revived today, Rame would be replaced by the new shiny supports. First come, first out. Back to Facial comparison, her supports actually don't have much vertigo, but a team like Castor's does. Every member of Castor's team has vertigo investment. So if Facial is still competitive in 3.x, what's stopping Castor's from dominating 4.x? They're both high skill cap units, so there's no reason to shit on Castor's future specifically. As for Cyrene's flaw, I've already implied it earlier, it's the need for RMC. This means you can't really swap MC path to something else. But RMC has ridiculously broken kits, surpassing even premium units, so that's not too big of a restriction now. I doubt EMC will be generally stronger than someone that can advance in character at will pretty much, not even mentioning the amp. EMC will most likely only be best for elation teams, in which case just pull the premium option and keep using RMC. The only real issue with needing RMC is that the other team can't have her, so you would need to team build around that. This is a good way for me to segue into the rerun section, primarily Trippy first. Trippy may not be BIS for most teams after Cyrene, but you'll never be able to run the best option for every team simultaneously, especially in Anomaly, hence having more supports is good too. Something to fall back on. This further supports my previous point of older supports being phased out of newer teams not being the real issue. Supports aren't like DPSs. They don't have to be the absolute best always, because you need more than the absolute best support to make 3 teams work seamlessly. In terms of the other two, it's kinda hard because their pull value is ridiculously high. It might be hard to invest into a caster's team now starting from 0, but even her global passive offers too much utility to ignore, especially in speedruns. Hyacinth is a good sub-DPS and by far the best at keeping your team alive. I don't even want to call her sustain with how much value she gives in terms of damage, and even buffs to HP teams. If I have to choose, I'd say Hyacinth has the lowest pull value. I'm surviving without Hyacinth and zero cycling all content, but it would be pretty tough to survive without casters for me. Not having a global passive is also a deal breaker. But yeah, that's all for today. Go pull for the only character with maiden animations and mommy physique. Cyrene deserves all the glaze.